I hope this is right. Melissa just made me an admin to do this, so I'm trying. I'm coming to you guys from San Diego, doing my live for traveling with oils. And oh, hi Melissa. Okay, so you can see me. I was wondering, I was like, oh gosh, did I do this right? Okay. Well, I've been in London for 10 days and I just got back about 3 days ago. And I'm slightly still like, ugh. I went on vacation, so it was a fun trip and not for work. I'm a flight attendant for the last 20 years. But I still bring my oils with me. I still make sure that I have like these actually, because I was sucking on one right before, these cough drops. These things are amazing. I don't care what time of the year it is. I keep these in my suitcase and in my handbag, everything, because not only are they great, but they also aren't a liquid. So like you don't have to worry about it when you're going through security. Side note, if you travel internationally with your oils, I learned a whole bunch of new stuff this time that has changed since COVID and a lot of other things. But I'll get back to that. First off, my name is Sabrina Enge, and I am a gold leader for Young Living under Melissa, under quite a other people, but I'm thanking you guys all for inviting me in here. I have been traveling with oils the last 8 years since I started with Young Living. And I still travel with a lot of like the premium starter kit oils, lemon, lavender, peppermint, always. And thieves. I bring those 4 with me on the road every single week. Oh, I'm seeing, hi Chaz. That's my bestie. Anyways, I like use those 4 quite a bit because thieves, if my throat starts getting sore, I can put a little in my mouth. I put it on my feet as a roller. Lavender, great for sleep. Also great deterrent for little creatures in your room. Peppermint is too. And lemon, I can tell you, I use it so much in my diffuser on the road. And lavender. Lemon keeps you from getting stuffy at night. And it binds to the junk that's going on. So like if you're in a room that's stuffy when you're traveling, lemon is actually one of the best oils to use. It's like a little secret weapon. And lavender for sleep, especially when you're in a foreign place or somewhere. Easy to put on your feet, easy to put in your diffuser. If you're traveling with friends, it's really easy to just, put it on right before bed. I prefer to put it on my shoulders so I can still smell it and on my feet. And so that's wonderful. The peppermint, I can't tell you how many times I've been in the air, had like a little bit of a headache or stuffed up here, and put a little peppermint here, or something that I do, you guys, I'll show you really quickly. I don't have my oils over here. I'll have to run across the room, but I take peppermint and I put it in my hand when I'm flying and I rub it. And it's something that one of my, another Melissa that I know showed me how to do. You rub it in your hand and then you take your hand and you cup it like this and you go kind of like huffing it, and it literally will clear up your lungs, make your ears pop. And I use it with other flight attendants. I've actually used it with customers that like passengers who have come into the back of me like, I cannot get my ears to unplug. And I'm like, are you willing to try something different than, because nothing on the plane is going to work. And they try it and they're like, oh my gosh, my ears just popped. And it also makes you kind of like, when you're kind of jet lagged, I did it when I got to London. I was huffing freaking peppermint. I know it was like permeating from my body after a 10.5-hour flight. And again, just put it in my hand and just huffed it. So again, if you're just joining, I was talking about how peppermint, lemon, lavender, and thieves, no matter how many, for the last 8 years, I'm still using them all. Things that I carry that help me when I'm traveling as well. If you've never tried the Feelings Kit, I actually carry all those oils with me. You never know what kind of thing may be going on with your family while you're gone somewhere. That is great to have, is the Feelings Kit. Because sometimes you're on vacation somewhere crazy and somebody in your family is like not feeling the vacation. You can always be like, hey, here's some present time. Or, you know, like there's Valor in there. Also Valor. I don't even know why I didn't even mention that, because I use it every single solitary day. But so many oils in that Feelings Kit that are helpful when you're traveling. I'm winging it today because I'm still a little tired, because it's like I've still been coughing a little bit. I don't know. It's just like my body's still 8 hours ahead, and I'm trying to get back on California time, and I'm just all over the place. Even though I travel all the time for work, I never travel to an extreme of 8 hours. Like 3 hours, you know, maybe 4, but not 8, and then being gone for a couple weeks. So just my body's like, but anyways, trying to think of other oils that I love using while I'm traveling. Oh, eucalyptus. I make a nasal inhaler. You can buy, I'll actually link the stuff that I use. I buy the nasal inhalers online on Amazon, and you know, like the little stick inside so you can put your own oils on there. I give them to flight attendants every single year. Like right now, usually like I start making a whole bunch of them, and I carry them in a Ziploc bag and I bring them with me. It would be great to give them to your family so that they have them during your trip. Also, I'll get to the vertigo in a minute. They're great for like just clearing you out. So what I put on there is eucalyptus, like any of the eucalyptuses work, but I really love eucalyptus blue. And I always say this wrong. Doro Azul. Anyways, you mix those two together, or any other eucalyptus with it. And man, it's like a vapor rub, but like clean, you know, and you put it on there and then you inhale that on those little nasal things, and you can reuse them all the time and just put a new thing in there. That is great to clear you up. And also eucalyptus is really like helps with keeping away a lot of thank you. Yes, it is. It's so amazing, Melissa. I always say it wrong. So but those two together, like eucalyptus blue and that Dorado Azul, the smell is amazing. People love it. And I literally, because I've been making it for so many years, get people asking me for it now all the time. Like they'll be like, did you make the inhalers for this year? Pilots, flight attendants. It's hilarious. I even have some customers that are around here that ask me to make them for them. Even though I tell them exactly what's on it, tell them exactly how to do it, that's, you know, they still ask me. For my vertigo, it's interesting. I change it up. I've tried so many different things, but orange is really helpful. I know that sounds like a weird thing, but orange with Valor has been really big for me lately. Valor helps with keeping your muscles like aligned, and then the orange helps with like just, I don't know, it opens me up, but it also makes me feel less panicky when I have like vertigo episodes. I also put peppermint and frankincense on my thumb, and I press it on the top of my mouth. That's something else that has been helping. I actually had, I know it sounds weird, I know, orange and Valor, but yeah, and frankincense and peppermint and I put it at the top of my roof of my mouth. I made both of those into rollers. I put the orange and Valor around my ears, and Roof of my mouth. Yeah, I know it sounds weird, but it's been working, and it worked while I was in England. I had one vertigo episode. I haven't had a vertigo episode in quite a bit of time. And then it happened there, and I was like, whoa. And thank goodness I had all my oils in my rollers, and that helped tremendously. But I know they have so many different ways, and I've tried the Melrose. I've tried everything. Speaking of Melrose, here's another one. I'm sorry, guys. I'm like all over the place. Melrose is great for like flying, and I know, like, I can't remember, Melissa, if I'm allowed to say things that are a little off on this one. But like Melrose is supposed to help with, if you read any of our like, oil Bibles, as we call them, those big desk reference books and everything like that. Melrose helps with radiations and the air and all that kind of stuff. I rub that on my feet every single day. I have for years. If you're flying during the day and stuff like that, the sun's more intense, and I fly AMs, so I love to put it on my feet. I have for years. I don't know what else to say. It's always been very helpful. I've told a lot of people to do it, and they do it. And also Melrose has so many amazing oils in it. Sorry that my thing's all shaking. And especially all of the Melaleuca and among other things that are in there. Supplements. Like sulfurzyme, the pills, the capsules, the supplement capsules are wonderful just for overall body, overall health, everything. I have been taking those for years. Great thing to put in like a little Ziploc, or I don't know if I have it. Hold 1 second. You guys can look at my stuff really quick. Just kidding. These little cases, I put all my supplements in here. I don't know if you guys could see how teeny it is. It's like absolutely teeny, and it folds out and it does that. And it's perfect for traveling. And it also has a compartment for bigger pills and smaller pills, which is great. Anyways, I will link that as well. Yes, from the sun. These cases, I'll link them in there on Amazon. They're wonderful, especially because they take so many of our supplements. I take the BLM, especially for joints. They're wonderful when you're traveling too, because your joints do get all locked up and crazy. And so I like to take that, I take it every single day, but those are great supplements. The Digesting Cleanse, I cannot begin to tell you. I was dying without it. I was so happy to have it back in stock. You get plugged up, and your body, all these different foods you're eating when you're gone on trips and stuff like that, it's so great to have Digesting Cleanse. The ICP that we have, the powder one, the newer one, I adore it. As a flight attendant, I know this is TMI, but you get backed up. Like from going up and down, over and over all day. I mean, I could spend 14 hours on an aircraft or more in a day. We can do up to 6 flights a day, and your body is so jacked up. And sometimes when you're traveling overseas, wherever you're going, if I didn't have ICP, I don't know what I would do. And I know for a lot of people, they've talked about the greens, especially helping with travel and just boosting their immune system and helping with that. Is there anything you guys want to ask me or anything? I feel like I'm just like rambling. If there's anything that you want to know about traveling and seedling spray. Gosh, I almost forgot that. I'll tell you about that. The seedling spray is amazing. I always keep it in my suitcase. Put it in your check-on baggage, not in your carry-on because it's too big. But just that ceiling spray, the lavender spray across your bed, just because somebody else has slept in that hotel room or whatever, it's wonderful. I spray it all over my pillows, all over that like seedling, whatever it is, because it's lavender and all that kind of stuff. It just like makes the whole bed smell amazing. You're like not feeling like you're gone, like away from home, and it just calms you too. Like you're sleeping in a foreign place, you're somewhere you're not used to. I mean, why not? But like I always notice that everybody it's like I always know if you've been in a hotel room that I end up staying in the next night, like because a lot of times us flight attendants end up staying in the same rooms like every trip. Like I'll leave one day and see one of my girlfriends and they'll get that room and they'll be like, I knew you were in that room because the carpet smelled like lavender and so did the beds in some way. I was like wondering, I'm like, that just shows that they don't change the sheets like they should, and I'm glad I put lavender all over it. But another thing that I love, and I know it sounds crazy, I always put basil. I know I sound crazy. I take a bottle of basil and I just put drops all over the room because it's the health benefits of basil. Read into it. It's insane. But I put drops all over the room of basil, and it's a great big bottle, so it's wonderful. But and it's the health benefits, the emotional benefits, all the other stuff. It's great. Just letting you know. Try basil. It's like something that needs to be known. But it's so great, and the smell just calms the room down. I know it's crazy, but it's something that I love to do. Also, if you're into like spiritual stuff, read about basil. That's really great too. It's just really amazing for all calming of room energies. But do you guys have any questions? Anything that you wanted to know about? Thieves is huge. I love all things thieves. So I'm trying to think of what else that I use. Like if you have, I know like a lot of my girlfriends who are like flight attendants, but also Young Living members and stuff like that, and they have babies, they bring a small thing of the thieves cleaner and stuff like that because they're cleaning out things like especially like their breast pumps and all that kind of stuff. I wish that I would have had Young Living when I had my daughter, but I didn't. Oh yeah, White Angelic is wonderful for travel, especially energetically. I do Reiki and crystal energy work and stuff as well. So I really care about keeping myself protected, and White Angelic is great, especially if you're in an environment with a lot of people. Present time is great if you're nervous about traveling. Clarity is wonderful if you get very all over the place when you're in an airport. I'm not the hugest fan of energy, like that oil, but my mom loves it when we travel because she's like, I always feel fogged out, all that kind of stuff. And she puts it on her feet and she's feeling wonderful all day. And so she loves energy oil. Peace and calming. Oh my gosh. So I had a baby that was crying behind me on a flight, and I just put peace and calming on my hands, and I was smelling it, and I rubbed it on my hair, and I kind of know that it was like wafting, and the baby calmed down. And I was like, it's so crazy how like you can do little miniature things without people knowing, and like everybody on the plane seemed pretty calm afterwards. I just rubbed a little in my hands, but any tips for the air vents that might not be cleaned often? The air vents at the hotel or the air vents on the aircraft? The air vents at the hotel, again, lemon, I'm telling you, it cleans the whole air. So lemon oil, diffusing it in the room is going to just, and I'll tell you that those air vents probably haven't been cleaned in a decade. So like you have to just do what you have to do. Especially, I don't even care like if you think that like the really nice hotels and all that kind of stuff. I still have seen dirt and junk in those things. I mean, I've stayed in hotels all over the world and it just does not even matter. It's like the last thing on their mind. They just want the presentation of the room to look good. So lemon oil all the time, every day. Is fantastic. Christmas Spirit's a great one. They both have a lot of cleaning properties in them, so it'll keep you like safe and clean. Oh, that is so good. The Simplify Fall Aromas. That is a wonderful. I'm trying to read the rest of your comment really quick. Oh, I love that. I haven't even tried the simplified oils for work yet. I'm so afraid to bring them and forget them. But that's wonderful. I've got to try that and put them in smaller bottles. Um, like the vents, like I put it in the diffuser and just literally I put, like 10 drops in there. And if I know I'm leaving the room for a while or whatever, I just let that sucker go, like clean the air for me. And then when you come in, if you do get stuffy in your hotel room, lemon's gonna bind to any of that phlegm that's going on in your body and get it out. Um, it's just wonderful. Lemon is wonderful. And something else I found out, if you're starting to feel like, Idaho Blue Spruce and Idaho Grand Fir have properties of vitamin C in them, and they work wonderful in teas. So I've been putting a little bit of that in my Thieves tea if I'm starting to feel gross on the road. It gives it like a little piney taste, but like just a drop, nothing major, but it's wonderful. And I'm trying to read the rest of this. Hold on. Do any of you guys have any other questions? I'm trying to think of what else would be great to let you guys know about, but my brain is so... Yeah, it's crazy. I have found that out from a lady that I was speaking to about it. And then I was looking online and I was like, oh, wow, really? Grand Fir? Like that it helps with all of that. Thank you, Melissa. I was trying to get back to that. And I was like, what was there something that I wanted to say? Carry-ons. Okay. Your little Ziploc bag. If you're going to bring on your oils, the little Ziploc bag is great, the small one, not that ginormous one or something like that. Maybe in the United States, that's okay. Like, they don't care. They're like, clear bag, keep it trucking. But if you're going to travel overseas, I forgot that I had some of my oils that I meant to put into my suitcase that was going, my one that I was checking into my bag. And I had to throw away like 9 of my oils because I couldn't fit them in this teeny little bag that they gave you. So when you're traveling overseas, if you're doing something, get a container, like one of those, I don't know, the ones you get at the store. Just get a container and put a couple of pieces of tissue in there or something, or you can get one of those foam things offline, where you can put your oils so they're upright. But get a container, then put the container in another, like one of the bigger Ziploc bags, and keep it in your big, like the bag that you're going to check on. Because, hi, Alicia, because they will take your oils away. I was very upset, but I usually do that, and I meant to put some of them back, but I was rushing to the airport, and I had some in my my carry-on little purse, and I was like, oh my gosh, and then they were like, these aren't in the little Ziploc bags, and they took them away, and it was like a frankincense, and I was like, can I try to figure out which ones? I was like, you can take this lemon, you can take this. Like, I was trying to find the cheaper oils that I could replace, but they took one of my frankincense and I almost lost my mind. But anyways, overseas, very small bag, like this big. Like, can you see that? Like this big. And they make you shove everything in it, and it is one of their bags, not your Ziploc bag. Your Zag will not. I was like, my Ziploc bag's the same size. They're like, nope. You have to fit everything in this bag. And that was including any liquid medications, all of my like the things I was like, oh, I take lion's mane in a tincture. That's also something I do for my vertigo, but like, I wish that we sold that, but it's not an oil or anything like that, but it would be wonderful. Hint, hint to the company. But, anyways, I do that. I do like a B6, I do like a lymph tonic and all this stuff. They took them all. I was like, because they didn't fit. I was like, well, I'm not giving you my present time. I'm not giving you this oil. I'm not like, I was like, everything was perfectly in there, I thought, but no. But they took all my tinctures, and I was so sad. And a lot of my oils. So anyways, pack them in your big bag. Pack them in your big bag in a container, in a Ziploc bag, because if they leak in the container, then you have the other measure of the Ziploc bag with them. But yeah, that's like what is important when you're traveling overseas. If you're in America, Ziploc, clear. Again, I still like using like one of those little containers or something, and then I have it in my big bag. When like you can get like a flat container or something, just because like if something clings against them or whatever. I used to carry them in a carry bag with like the oil things. You can still bring one of those bags and like transfer them back into it after you get through security, but through TSA, you need to have them in a clear bag. Our oils aren't too big, so they really don't care. Mexico usually isn't that big, like they don't really care that much. But if you go to Europe, it's a whole nother deal. And I'm just letting you know that. Yeah, like, oh, my top 5 oils to take in your carry-on bag. Lemon, lavender, peppermint, valor, and lemon, lavender, peppermint. Pretty much the premium starter kit. And peace and calming. There. Those are my top 5 oils. So lemon, lavender, peppermint, valor, and peace and calming. Like, I don't think I could live without them. They're, that's like the absolute best places, like the best oils to take everywhere, because they work, and they're going to work for anybody that you're with. And I can't tell you, we were in the Dominican with my family, and everybody always laughs at me because I bring so much stuff, like especially my oils and all that kind of stuff. And who's knocking on my door? Hey, I have a headache. Do you have anything for that? Hey. Oh, and Digest. Oh my gosh. Like, yes. Like, I had so many family members getting, not used to the food somewhere, and Digest has saved everybody. And Tummy Guys for kids, like, amazing. If you're bringing kids with you, the Kids Scent oils are amazing. I can't live without Kid Power. Like, that has turned into my jam. Like, it's in my purse 24/7. It's great for my daughter, and it's great for me. The Snuffles for kids, amazing. The Tummy Guys for kids, amazing. You need your kid to like concentrate when you're freaking going through an Immune Pro. Oh, girl, like my daughter, need it, love it. And enzymes. Yeah, the enzymes are wonderful. Yeah, and Johnson, it saved my Jamaican trip. Girl, it's powerful. Like, I don't want to be down there and have to go to a pharmacia and not know if the stuff is expired by like 6 years. Like, I would rather know I have my Digest, I can take it, put it under my tongue, call it a day, go lay down for a little while, and I'm more than likely going to feel wonderful. EmuPro, like, great for my family. Like, it seems like it helps everybody. So that's really great. Yep. It's funny how family is like that. They come to you for everything. They laugh at you for 5 minutes until they need it. You know? Oh, and owie. Ugh. I use it for the whole family. Like kids getting in and out of the pool, kids hurting themselves, you know, like here and there. You cutting yourself or hurting yourself or stubbing your toe or, you know what I mean? It's like great. And I mean, partying down in Cabo, I'm not going to lie. Owie came in help when I stubbed my toe in flip-flops, you know, after hanging out all night. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I was thankful that I actually had it in my purse. Yeah, Thieves is wonderful. Yeah. What else do you guys want to know or need to know or anything like that? Yeah, pretty much bring the PSK kit and kids oils for every single trip. Like every trip, and you're good. Like you really don't need anything else. And then, you know, a couple of supplements for your gut health. I was using the kids' enzymes the whole time I was there, the probiotics. They were freaking amazing. I used them every day while I was in England. And I actually had my girl that I went with, my one of my really good girlfriends. She was even like, hey, can I try those? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, these are wonderful. I was like, they taste like pixie sticks. They're wonderful. So another kid thing that's great for adults. Do not discount the kid oils because they work for us as adults just as much. Like they don't know that your body is bigger than a child's, you know? They still work really well. And some of them work even better than like the Sniffles. I love it. But like, I don't, you know, my Life 9 is always in my refrigerator. So like, it's great to have those little packets from the kids. And they work. And there was something else that I was going to tell you guys, but I cannot remember. And I'm looking around my house because oils are everywhere. Trying to think of what else there was that, hand sanitizer. Holy crap. We didn't even talk about hand sanitizer. Hand sanitizers. Hi, beautiful. Hand sanitizers are amazing. Is the CBD line legal to carry there? Do you know? I had my Smooth with me, my CBD Smooth for my back. No one said anything. I don't even think they read the label because it's a roller and it looks like perfume. I was fine. I needed it while we were flying over there. Like my back was killing me sitting in a seat for 11 hours over to Europe. Like barely moving in my knees. So I went in the bathroom and I rubbed it on my back and I put it on my knees and I was good to go. I didn't care. They, you know, like the person next to me didn't care. So it was great. Yeah, but I mean, I would be like, if you're going to Asia or something, I'd be a little worried because I don't know if it's, just check online, see if those things are illegal there. And if they are, leave them at home. Like that's the biggest thing for going overseas. And America, you're fine. You know, I take my rollers to Calm is great. Calm and my daughter are best friends. That's a great oil all the time. I love that oil for her, and my mom loves that oil, the Calm roller. But again, if you're going overseas, if you're going to Europe, if you're going to Asia, South America and stuff, check online and make sure that those things aren't illegal there. See if CBD is illegal there. If they are, I wouldn't breathe them. I wouldn't chance it. My CBD, like Smooth, I didn't even think about it. It was already kind of in the mix of everything. So, but it did look just like, you know, all my other rollers that were in there, and they weren't like checking labels or anything. If you don't look suspicious, like, you know what I mean? If you look suspicious, they may be like, what is this, you know? Travel diffuser. I use my Desert Mist. It's tried and true. It has taken a licking and kept on ticking. It literally is the best diffuser because it's hard. It like them throwing your bag around, all that kind of stuff. It can fall off of something and still be okay. That one's wonderful. I tried to bring feather, too big. Like, I mean, if you're not going to carry a lot of stuff, but your diffuser, that's great. But yeah, the Desert Mist has been my best friend for a long time. I'm trying to think of what else that I have that I really love. That's, yeah, that one's pretty much it. That one's like the best travel diffuser. I've tried others, but I just keep going back to that one. It's kind of big bodied at the bottom, but like it fills up a hotel room. It always works. They're the best diffuser. Oh, that's really smart. I like that. Yeah, the Haven. I've never thought about that, like doing that. I've always brought the Desert Mist. It's just, it works. It's easy. And gosh, it really works. So, oh, I have tried that Sweet Aroma diffuser before. I like, but I just always end up back at that Desert Mist. But everybody travels differently, you know? Like, it's just because I travel every single week and it just stays in my bag. And the one that I have in my bag has been so, so great. So, and I never have to worry about it. And it's such a great price. Like, if it did break, which it hasn't, I think the one that I have in my bag, I've had it in there for like 5 years. I think that's it. Like, that's how crazy that it stays working. I've thought about other ones, thinking like travel size and stuff like that, but it never gets plugged up. Like, it never gets yucky, anything. It's so easy to clean. Like, the color scheme is great. Like, it can, you know, and it just smells so good and it's not too loud. And yeah, it just lasts for freaking ever. So that's another thing. Any more questions? Sorry, I'm about to take another Thieves Drop. I have been just so off since I got back from England, but my throat has just been like, I don't know if it's just like all the travel and everything like that. My body's trying to get used to everything. But are there any other questions that you guys have for me before I go? Well, if you have any questions or there's something personal you want to ask or anything like that, you can message me. I'm an open book when it comes to travel, and things to help. Thank you. I just feel like my body's like, all right, we're home. We can just like collapse now. It's just, you know, but I'm taking all of my supplements and everything of that nature and trying to stay healthy as best as I can, using my raindrop roller at my spine. I was using that the whole time I was traveling. And so that's another great thing. Raindrop oils, look into them if you haven't. But I'm going to go, and it was great spending this morning with you. And, oh yeah, I totally understand. That's great. Traveling with the inside part. Yeah, that Desert Mist. But it was great talking with you guys. And again, if you have any questions or anything, any other wonders about travel, I'm an open book and I've been doing it for so long. I don't know how to rebook your flights, but if there's anything on the aircraft you need to know, or what to do in a hotel or anything of that nature, I'm your girl. And I'm gonna go. It was nice talking to you guys. Have a wonderful day. Bye.